learn to swim. It's frightening, it's challenging, and it's just so inspiring, self-inspiring when you learn that skill, and one that you can hold on to for a lifetime. We're working with Stubbs Elementary School and Eastside Charter and 3 other schools, Sharon Temple, Thomas Edison, and Bancroft, are going to be joining the program later in the season. We're also working with 9 community agencies: People Settlement, the Sharon Temple Learning Center, Ministry of Caring's Guardian Angel Project, St. Michael's School, and West Center Services. And so now I'd like to call up Linnea Campbell, who's a guidance counselor at Stubbs Elementary School. And she's also the mother of one of the city's lifeguards who helped guard. No.
He was one of our instructors.
One of our instructors. Well, I'm very frequently not totally plugged into whatever you're doing. But I was close. You're a guidance counselor at Stubbs, right?
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of my principal, Dr. May Gaskins, and our school, we'd like to thank Mr. Graves, Mr. Booker, Mr. Van Sant, Mr. Ellis, Mr. Kruzak, the Wilmington Leadership Aquatic Collaborative, the former MVNA, North America executives, and their wives for funding this for our school. I'm a little nervous, I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you. I learned about the SwimWise program from my son, who came home this summer and was so excited when he saw his students learning the techniques and the lessons that they were taught from the SwimWise program, from the WaterWise program. Zamar had never taught a class before, so it is exciting when you see your students' faces light up when they get it. So immediately I really started to pay attention. He came home every day and told me about it. So I said, let me call the Y and see what this program is all about. So I gave Mike Van Sant a call, and he sat down with us at our school, and here we are. We are so grateful for this opportunity to have our students participate. Many of them had no swim skills at all. Some of them had limited swimming skills, but we wanted to offer all of our students the opportunity to learn how to swim. What we were sharing with Mr. Ellis a few minutes ago in the pool area, this was an incentive for our students. They were selected to participate. Every 10 weeks, a different group, a different grade level of students participate in swimming, because we want to offer it to everyone, each student. We want to give them that opportunity. They love it. We have seen remarkable changes in our students in terms of their behavior, their self-confidence, their self-esteem. I mean, I could go on, but we have seen remarkable changes in our students. So we are very, very grateful for the opportunity to bring our kids to this, the YMCA, where they learn skills, life-changing, and skills that save their lives in terms of swimming. We are very grateful for that. So I thank you all, and have a nice afternoon.
A couple other folks I wanted to introduce. Enid Wallace Sims, who's a new member of the YMCA of Delaware Board of Directors. And Bon and Cecil Gordon, another couple interested in competitive swimming and seeing that the kids in our city learn to swim, to have the life-saving gift of that skill. Thank you. Swimming, frankly, doesn't. And I've been a competitive swimmer my whole life. My kids all swim. 2 of my kids are involved in college athletics. One of them's a collegiate water polo coach. And frankly, swimming doesn't have a lot of celebrities. And we have one of those celebrities with us tonight, this afternoon. Jim Ellis, the main character in the movie Pride, brought the sport of competitive swimming and everything that's required to be a dedicated and proficient competitive swimmer to the kids in the city of Philadelphia. And we're thrilled to have you and John with us today from USA Swimming. All over the country, these guys are helping support, both in YMCA's and other settings, this effort to deal with the enormous problem we have of drownings in our cities. You know, I grew up in farm country, and you think of kids drowning in ponds on farms. It's kids in the cities that are drowning. It's just unbelievable. And happy to welcome Jim up, and John, I think, is going to make some comments as well. I'm not sure. So, microphone's yours.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody for having us down, and to just thank you for having this program. It's a tremendous program. And ironically, it's something that I dreamt about well over 30 years ago when I started my program in the city of Philadelphia. I was fortunate enough, being a senior in college, to inherit a brand new swimming pool in the city of Philadelphia. And we were teaching so many young people how to swim. I said that we can take advantage of this. Swimming was something that was good to me. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, learned to swim at 7. And I just swam my whole life because we had swimming in our elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. And it was good to me. Going into Philadelphia and teaching so many young people how to swim, I felt that we could take that opportunity to expose young people to something different. And taking them out to learn to swim, building a competitive swim program, and then traveling around the country, giving them exposure to different ways of life, letting them see how the other side of the country lives. And swimming was the vehicle, the competitive swimming was the vehicle in their middle years that exposed them to so much. These young people took to the sport, just like the counselor just mentioned, that their self-esteem grew tremendously, and they started believing in themselves, they believed in the program, and they believed they could conquer anything. We dispelled myths that were said that African Americans couldn't swim. And then we had young people that grew up and became nationally and internationally ranked swimmers. We had one young man who packed up his bags, left New York City, moved to Philadelphia at the age of 12 to be part of our program. That young man graduated, #1 in his stroke from high school, got a full scholarship at the University of Georgia, and he ended up being ranked 5th in the world in swimming. Tremendous feat for an African American young kid coming out of the inner city. And so something like this that's going on today is, again, something I dreamt about 30 years ago, and you're getting tremendous support. Because another part of my dream was that we could bring, and let's face it, swimming was primarily a country club, suburban sport in white America. And what has happened, and with the movie, is exposed it to other parts of the country, inner cities, and people are starting to pick up the banner and say, hey, we can do this in the inner city with our young people. But it does not happen without community support and corporate support. So I, too, ask you to give a round of applause for the people who had the vision to write the check to support this program. You need to give them another one. Swimming is a vehicle, and a lot of people say competitive swimming. Well, I don't want my child being competitive. Hey, competitive is the nature of our country. And I tell people, and I'm also an educator too, I was a high school mathematics teacher. And when parents say, well, I don't want my child involved with competitive sports, I said, well, okay, you do want your child to go to Princeton, don't you? Yes. Well, they're going to compete for that scholarship.